Meyiwa trial, which has been postponed to tomorrow. The state says this is due to the unavailability of its third witness, who's set to land this afternoon from Durban. The state adds that the late arrival of the witness was beyond its control. However, the defense lawyers have accused the state of delay tactics. Now, for more on what transpired in court, I'm joined in studio by our reporter, Linda Mnisi, who is following the case for us. Linda, very good afternoon to you. A lot of back and forth resulting in even more delays.
Indeed, Paul, and at a time really when one thought that this case was progressing, because there was significant progress in the case. You'll remember that we were able to move past Sergeant Thabo Musia, who was greatly, cross-examined previously. Also wrapping up his testimony, we saw another police officer, Sergeant Mtetwa, taking to the stand, also cross-examined at length, but concluding his testimony today. We were expecting that the state would then move its evidence to inside the house. This is one of the interesting parts, because I guess one wants to hear what exactly happened from the people who were inside the house. You'll remember these are the people who have also been calling for their day in court, and this week the state had said that it would start with those people, but we're hearing that, of course, the late arrival would impact on this witness testifying. But you would have heard, lawyer for accused number 5, Advocate Mshololo, saying that, the state had many options. It had many options in calling Kelly Khumalo, for example, her mother Gladness Khumalo, her sister Zandi Khumalo, Tumelo Madlala, for example, Longwe Twala, who are all in Johannesburg, really. Those are the people who could come and testify, but the state is choosing to wait for someone who's not even in the province. So it has also been accused by the attorney for accused number 1 to 4 that it's basically delaying this matter. Because of the interest in Paul, the sister of Senzo Meyiwa, Nomalanga Meyiwa, was in court today with the same expectations of hearing from the people who were inside the house, and this is what she had to say.
Ngicabanga ukuthi ama-witness abiziwe manje bekwamaphoyisa. Official amaphoyisa sithina njengomndeni wakwaMeyiwa, amaphoyisa South Africa have failed us kakhulu ngoba sibone ngathi abawenzanga umsebenzi wabo ngendlela ekuyiyona. So nje sibone ngathi nje thina njengomndeni wakwaMeyiwa bazange basenzele iqiniso. Njengomuntu bekade enobudlelwano nomfowethu, I think yena naye omunye wabantu ebesicabanga ukuthi uzositshela exactly ukuthi yini eyenzakalayo njengababangani bakaSenzo.
So that's Nomalanga Meyiwa, Paul. You'll remember that she's part of the faction of the family that is, of course, supported by AfriForum, that believe that the 5 men who are in that dock are the ones that should be held liable for the murder of Senzo Meyiwa. You'll remember part of that family, or part of that faction, is Senzo Meyiwa's mother, and she's always been heartbroken, wanting answers, and really, quite troubled by the never-ending case. And we got to ask Nomalanga about how she's feeling throughout the trial, since the trial is moving, and how she will feel about today's postponement in particular. This is what she had to say.
Akekho right ngingasho njalo nje, but she's coping, but akekho nje right. I think naye njengomama she's been longing for iqiniso ukuthi kahle kahle kwenzakalani ngomntana wakhe. It's been a long time. So nje njalo mangabe kulezi ikhathi zokuthi kuqala icala, and njengoba kunama-delays kanje sekufanele simfonele manje simtshele ukuthi sekune-delay again, so akufeel right kakhulu kuyena.
Right, Linda, of course, that is some of the reaction that you got in court. Perhaps just in closing, give us a sense of some of the expectations as this matter gets underway tomorrow as planned.
All right, so we're expecting to hear, Paul, from a witness tomorrow who I suppose then will be called by the state, because it has the rest of the day to get its house in order. You'll remember that it is leading evidence and has the duty to prove beyond reasonable doubt that the 5 men who are currently in the dock are the ones that killed Senzo Meyiwa. So we're still on the state's case, and we're expecting it then to call its witness tomorrow. It had said that it would use the rest of the day to deal with, admissions, and those really basically curtail the proceedings. Instead of them being long, they just shorten it with handing over the admissions to the court. They said that that's what they're going to be dealing with for the rest of the court day. Then tomorrow, we're proceeding with the third witness.
Very well. Let's leave it there for now. Linda Mnisi giving us a sense of what transpired today and a sense of what we can expect tomorrow as the Senzo Meyiwa murder case gets underway. Still to